Engineering and Mapping, this is Debbie. How may I help you?
Typical day for the engineering department could be the surveyors going out gathering data for construction projects that we may be doing for the county or the Henry County PSA. Our project engineer could be going out doing field inspections on the current construction project. Our 911 database specialist could be assigning new addresses for the 911 center. Our right-of-way agent could potentially be out acquiring easements and right-of-way for water, sewer projects, or even a Parks and Rec project for the county. The AutoCAD technician could be updating mapping for our GIS website that a lot of the county residents use. And our secretary or administrative assistants could be doing filing in our master file room or attending to residents that may visit the office.
We've been trying to get a database set up for all the water meters in the county and manholes. So basically what that is involved is we've went out and shot all the water meters in the county, which is like 14,000 of them out there. So beforehand, we kind of knew where they were at just by old plans. But now, technology's gotten pretty popular. So now we can we'll go out there and survey the water meters, find them. Same with manholes. I think it's like 6,000 manholes out here in the county. So we go out there and survey them and put a point on them with a coordinate. Well, if something comes up, we can get on the database and on the computer, and actually will give us a coordinate, and we can go out there with the same GPS unit and pretty much put it in and just about walk right to it if it ever gets covered up by dirt and grass.
Every project's different and every project has its own set of plans and specs, so the projects are kind of guided by that, but typical things that are pretty consistent across all the projects are good documentation and safety. A lot of the things that we do can be dangerous because you're dealing with heavy equipment. A lot of times we're just off the shoulder of the road. We're trained in confined spaces and trench safety and stuff like that. So good documentation, being able to fall back and rely on how things are ran, how it was installed. We're dealing with underground utilities, so being able to kind of fall back and rely on good documentation in the future is huge.
Well, anytime they have a question on where something is, that's usually what would be a good place to start looking is our GIS site. We have all our address points on there so you can find where a structure's at. We have all the county parcels on there so they can look up owner information, values of such, pull up property cards. You might save them a trip from coming over to the building to spend a lot of time looking stuff up. They can find a lot of information there. We've got flood data on there, give them a rough idea if their property is going to be in a flood zone. And show if there's a fire hydrant near them or something like that. So yeah, anytime they want to know where something is or it's something along that line, it's where I would start looking first.
They'll typically contact us in regards to 911 addresses. Maybe they have questions about their property on the GIS website. Also where to get an actual survey of their land. And sometimes we'll get questions from other entities about if an address is actually in Henry County or in a different county.
We have to review the plans and see if, yes indeed, the utility line will cross over that person's property. If so, I have to do the legal research for the property I have to reach out and contact the people, let them know about the project and the importance of the project, and see if they'd be willing to work with us in granting us an easement.
Some of my duties and responsibilities include maintaining some of the digital mapping layers on the county's GIS site, and then updating the site periodically. I produce various drawings, graphics, and displays. It could be anything from industrial development site layout, just for economic development purposes, to just some of the simple signage that you see posted around the building, and anything in between. And also I fly and maintain the engineering and mapping department's drone. So the drone would allow us to cover a lot of area that you'd otherwise have to cover on foot or on foil or something of that nature. And you could put a drone in the air and cover the entire project area within just a matter of minutes. And so it's a really useful tool for that.
I think it's the people. We have 8 people in this department. We have over 144 years of experience working for Henry County and the Henry County Public Service Authority, and just everyone being dedicated to make Henry County the best place to live and raise a family.